come to realize that even freedom has a price. It requires us to know what we want from this life. And if we falter in our dreams, if we doubt the path that seems the best to be expressed as this life, we might lose our chance to live the enlightened way. But how would we know how to choose the experiences divine intelligence would play? How would we know to choose to ride the mystic dragon through the thunder, sit upon the shore and watch the hurricane storm tear us asunder? How will we know to choose? I choose to heal. I choose to be whole. I choose to be holy. I choose to believe that the quiet whisper in my heart is real. So what you gonna do with your freedom? With your freedom? With your freedom? With your freedom? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I choose to lose control in the presence of staggering beauty. And I choose to be stripped of what is unreal, to become what is real. I am nothing I can believe. I am a state of living beauty. I am a state of living beauty. Living beauty. Living beauty. Cause I choose. So what you gonna do with your freedom? With your freedom? With your freedom? With your freedom? What you gonna do? 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 What you gonna do with your freedom? So what you gonna do with your freedom? 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 With your freedom?
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the full moon in Aquarius, also known as the corn and barley moon for August, and also the day after Lammas or Lughnasadh, or a couple days actually. So, really happy to be here with you all again. And I'm Sherry Huggi-Ma, and this is now my 7th Harbin Hot Springs sponsored Facebook Live event. And this is my first time broadcasting away from home, as I'm currently in a cabin near Orcas Island, Washington, doing a summer road trip and just enjoying this great big planet that we're on. So as you can see, this is the altar that I'm using for tonight. Other than the full moon symbol, we've got the Aquarian water bearer, which is both symbolic as the sticker that's on the moon, as well as the goddess sitting in front of the moon. As you can see, there's cloud formations and water formations. We've got a couple of tarot cards representing the crone goddess. We've got both corn and barley and other grains, as well as the 4 elements symbolizing east, south, west, and north. So that's the altar that we're going to be working with tonight. So what I love about honoring the new and full moon every month and continuing to honor it regularly is that it reminds us that we're still on time, still part of a cycle, and still part of nature, and that the earth is still holding us, still supporting us through all the craziness, even through this, bizarre era that we're living in. So for a couple of moon ceremonies, I've been experimenting with creating my own musical soundtrack for the journey, mostly for the second half of the ceremony. And between doing mashups of various songs and chants and having my friends sing, it's been a really fun ride playing with musical creations for these gatherings. And I call them goddess mashups. And I'm adding something new in the digital realm for this particular ceremony, so please stay tuned for that little surprise. So many guests of Harbin from its recent incarnation don't know about Harbin's spiritual history. And there were so many ceremonies and rituals that happen daily on the property, from new and full moon rituals, to the 8 Sabbath gatherings, like the solstices and the equinoxes, to kirtan chanting, to pipe ceremonies, sweat lodges, teepee circles, tantra classes, yoga classes, meditation, and so on. So before the big fires in 2015, there was all kinds of sacred structures and altars all over the property. So if you plan on going back to Harbin Hot Springs, please remember that Harbin isn't just a hot spring retreat, but a place for all different kinds of spiritual worship, rituals, ceremonies, and more, as they've been happening at Harbin for millenniums by the native people, the Pomo and the Miwok. So even though we're not on the land currently, we're still connected energetically to the spirits of the earth and the water and the magic of being in ceremony together. So thanks all for being here tonight. So since we're now in the zodiac moon sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by the element of air, as briefly as you can, find an object that can represent the air element of air to be with you during this journey. And it can be a feather or a knife-like object, a ribbon, a sage bundle, stick of incense, a bird wing, a fan, anything of the sort. And if you're unable to locate one, then just imagine whichever air-like object you'd like to have be part of the journey with you. So while holding and connecting with that object in some way, we're going to start by calling in the directions. And there's many directions to honor here, both old and new. So start by closing your eyes and taking some deep breaths. And if you know which direction east is, you can start by facing east. That's the direction of the sunrise. I'd like to call in the spirits of the east, the place of the morning sun, of springtime, of innocence and a new day, place of the birds and the winged creatures. Welcome, spirits of the East, and thank you for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And now turn 90 degrees to your right, so you're facing south. I'd like to call in the spirits of the south, the place of the noon sun, of summertime, of the hot, fiery passion in our nature, the dragon and the phoenix. I'd like to welcome spirits of the south and thank you for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And another 90 degrees to your right, so you're facing west. And I'd like to call in the spirits of the west, place of the setting sun, of autumn, of water, of rain, and oceans, the place of letting go and of surrendering. Thank you, spirits of the west, for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And now turn another 90 degrees to your right, so we're facing north. I'd like to welcome the spirits of the north, place of midnight and wintertime, of the quiet and the introspective, of the snowy land and firm ground. Thank you so much, spirits of the north. We welcome you tonight. Blessed be. I'd like to turn upwards and welcome spirits of above. Welcome spirits of above, place of the sun, the moon, the stars, and all of the heavenly celestial beings. Thank you for shining your light on us. Blessed be. And now I'd like to welcome the spirits of below, place of the earth creatures, the creepy crawlies, the plant spirits, and the animals, and all the things that grow and nurture us. Welcome, spirits from below. Thank you for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to welcome spirits of the center, our own inner circle, our own true nature, our place of the center of it all. Thank you for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the human spirits, starting with the sacred masculine. We want to welcome all of the fathers, the grandfathers, the uncles, the brothers, and the sons. Thank you so much for being with us, sacred masculine. You are so welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the spirits of the feminine, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, the sisters, and the daughters. Thank you so much, feminine. You are so welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the elder spirits, place of our ancestors, and those who've walked the earth before us and created a path that we may walk today. Thank you so much, spirits of elders. You are so welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the child spirits, the place of the children, the little people, the children inside of us, and those who run and play and cry and laugh and remind us of who we are on our core level. We welcome child spirits. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the mixed spirits, those who walk many paths with many identities, many genders, many interests. Thank you so much for being here and for walking the path of the rainbow. You are so welcome. Blessed be. The circle is cast. We are between the worlds. So the corn and barley moon. So August is the time of year that celebrates the beginning of the harvestings of the grains. And it's when corn, barley, and wheat are flourishing in the fields, and pretty soon they're going to be picked. And the first sheaf of wheat is ceremoniously reaped, threshed, milled, and baked into a loaf. and the grain dies so that the people can live. And eating this staple bread gives us life. Lammas, which falls on August 1st, is a cross-quarter holiday and represents the ripening and the falling of the first fruits, the ripe berries, the squashes, nightshades, apples, all that yummy fruit that glisten in the hot summer sun. And the seeds of those fruits that fall to the earth that don't get eaten go back into compost, creating the start of the earth's pregnancy cycle once again. And so if you have some corn or a favorite grain ready for eating nearby, please keep that near you during this journey. And so the full moon in Aquarius. We are currently in the sun sign of Leo, and since the full moon is always 6 months opposite of what the sun is in, we have our full moon in Aquarius. And so while Leo is a very self-focused sign, Aquarius is much more comfortable in a group dynamic. And Leo lives in a world where their mission is to shine, while Aquarius likes to put the spotlight on that which they're focused on. Aquarius is the individual, kind of like the oddball, as well as the one most focused on humanitarian things that are happening. The revolutionary thinking of Aquarius fervently supports the concept of power to the people, aspiring to change the world through radical social progress. So even though Aquarius' symbol is the water bearer, which is a person pouring a pitcher of water out, it's actually an air sign. And like its predecessor signs right before it, it's the crone aspect of the goddess. So if the air sign Gemini is the flitting hummingbird, and Libra is the peaceful dove, Aquarius is the powerful eagle, the ruler of the sky. I have a little flying creature who just went by me right now. So free-spirited and eccentric, Aquarian energy involves uniqueness and a nonconformist attitude. And we currently are in the age of Aquarius, the time of new ideas, concepts, and radical thinking. So Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus and the Roman deity Caelus, or Father Sky, the god of the heavens. And since Aquarius is the crone of the air signs, it's seen as the queen of the sky and the queen of all heavenly energy. So a lot of individualistic beliefs have been flying around this summer, with more and more unique stories about our future, how to live differently, how to believe differently, and so on. So that's kind of the Aquarian energy at work, with thinking outside of the box, marching to the beat of our own drummer, and moving forward while pushing for a new age of living. All of the different phases of the moon represent aspects in our life. The full moon is the time of fertility, of being extroverted, of celebration, where people danced and partied in the great outdoors, under the night sky, and when female beings were the most fertile. So the full moon represents completion, the height of power, the realization of our desires, and the peak of clarity. It's a time to celebrate growth, to take note of what progress we've made, and to reflect on how far we've come in life. So now we're going to go into our own inner full moon, our own reflective nature, and our own space of inner shininess. The full moon is a reflection of the light on the sun. So if you have an object representing the element of air near you and can make contact with it as possible, and you're able to see the full moon from where you're at, or even go outside if possible, please do so. And if you're in a bathtub and can look at the moon simultaneously, that's a win-win right there. So start by taking some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And visualize everything that you've accomplished from this past new moon on to now, where you've grown into your own fullness, your own place of extroverted light, where you've blossomed and transformed. And think about what parts of yourself have you allowed to be illuminated. The full moon is where we go after we've done our work and have created a yummy, ripe place for ourselves. And as you take in each breath, verbalize out loud, if possible, what's been going on that you're celebrating, that you'd like to see continue. Because the full moon is expanding on what already is. And call out where you would like to see it go. I'm celebrating going on a wonderful road trip that I said I've wanted to go on for a long time. I'm celebrating picking fruit from my ripening gardening. I'm celebrating feeling more at ease with just how things are in general. I'm celebrating all of the amazing friendships I've been cultivating. Calling it in, calling it out. Everything you're celebrating. And now coming back into the space and feel what it's like to be proud of our accomplishments. Feels pretty good, huh? And just feeling into the reflective, introspective nature of the full moon light. As we continue to move forward into the moon sign of Aquarius in the Aquarian age, we start by acknowledging the element of air all around us. This precious air, the life force of oxygen that we breathe in and thrive from. When you breathe, how conscious are you of the air all around you? Do you take it for granted? Can you take note of every breath? So let's start by getting comfortable. Settle into your space and begin sitting in the lotus position. That's the cross-legged position you may be familiar with. That's common in many yoga classes. And if this is uncomfortable for you, you can sit with your back up against a wall, keeping your spine straight, relaxed ankles and calves, palms resting on your knees, facing up towards the sky in the receptive position. And if you're able to sit like this while viewing the moon, even better. Now start by taking some slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you inhale, gently arch your back and tilt the top of your head and tailbone back. And then when you exhale, round your spine, dropping your chin down and tilting your pelvis forward, like you're making a letter C. And again, inhale, arch your back, tilting the top of your head and tailbone back. And then when you exhale, round your spine, dropping your chin down and tilting your pelvis forward. Inhaling, arching. And exhale, reverse arching. And again, inhaling, arching your back. And exhaling, rounding forward, continuing to breathe like this to the best of your ability, allowing your body to relax, your mind to open, your visions to come through, your thoughts flowing easily, and your higher consciousness expanding and growing. The Aquarian energy represents our connection with the universal mind. The Aquarian mind has access to humanitarian wisdom and information. This archetype gives us a major key to finding solutions to both our personal and collective issues in the world. And now, taking another deep breath, visualize your breath rising up to the center of your head, between the eyebrows, bringing it up into the third eye, seeing an indigo-colored pulsing light, opening your pineal gland, all the while noticing your spine stretch and contract. And when you're ready, slowly start to move your body onto all fours, onto hands and knees. And again, inhaling as you arch your back, tilting the top of your head and tailbone upwards as if reaching to the heavens. And then curling your back as you exhale, pointing the middle of your spine to the heavens and dropping the top of your head and pelvis downward. And inhale and arch upward. And exhale and curl downward. Our inner Aquarian journey is to awaken our neutral mind, to train ourselves to go deep within this infinite space with a new awareness. The more we let go of our personal experience and lean into our connection with the universe, the more we will be able to listen to the cosmic wisdom that's available to guide us on our human journey. And now lean back onto your knees, expanding your arms outward on either side of you like a letter T, stretching your chest muscles, opening your lung meridians and feeling yourself open and free.
May we all fly like eagles, flying so high, circling the universe on wings of pure light. May we all fly like eagles, flying so high, circling the universe on wings of pure light.
And taking another deep breath, slowly begin to pull yourself up into a standing position. Checking in with yourself, your breath, and start to lift your arms outward again, like a bird about to take flight, gently and easily. And ask yourself, is there anywhere that you're holding back or hiding your unique, forward-thinking nature? Are your arms getting sore from holding up your internal awesomeness? Do you feel shy about this part of you? Shy about your unusual gifts or eccentric ideas? Now imagine yourself standing on a cliff with the nighttime sky above you, on the edge of a precipice, where you're just like the Fool card of the tarot deck, without knowing if you should take a step off to see what happens next, or to stay put where it's safe and familiar. What is holding you back from exploring your hopes and dreams? Can you embrace the innocence of the Fool and imagine yourself soaring with your uniqueness? Anything you wish, you can leave behind before taking off in full flight. Enlighten your mind. And when you're ready, verbally release anything that's holding you back and begin. I'm releasing, feeling lazy and unmotivated, I'm releasing feeling a lack of abundance. I'm releasing the feeling of missing beloveds. I'm releasing feeling sad about the world as we currently know it. I'm releasing old depression. I'm releasing a fear of the unknown. We have now released what no longer serves us. Feeling the power that the air element has given us, the power of the heavenly sky deities, and so it is. Begin by lifting your arms and gazing over the horizon. Do you feel ready to launch yourself? To take that next step off the cliff and learn to fly? Take a look at the moon if you can. Get ready. Take a quick run to the edge of the cliff and jump. Being free. You have the gift of flight. You've had it all along. Spreading your wings. Flying over the horizon. And continuing to fly, and take another deep breath as you open your mind in the sky. And give yourself permission to visualize a new world, an ideal world of freedom, peace, unity, or whatever you imagine it to be.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Taking it all into your heart.
You try. No hell below us. Above us only the sky. Imagine all the people living for today. You and you may say,
Feeling how light and how gentle you are in this place.
but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one.
And then as you look up, you see a giant pitcher made out of stars in the sky. And the pitcher begins to tip in your direction, and a soft rain begins to fall from the pitcher. And you sense a quickening within as it revives your hopes and renews your dreams of a better world. This life-giving water, poured from the heavenly water bearer, directly from the sky, has come to you from an inspiring source. Perhaps when you opened your third eye, you may have been inspired by a few lines of poetry, or a mysterious hymn tune, a luminous painting, an ancient prayer. Wherever it came from, it touched your soul and helped turn your inner desert into a lush landscape. One day, as you return to the things that inspire you, you find out that the inspiration you were searching for had been there all along. Like an eternal fountain, it flows freely and abundantly always, renewing you with its Aquarian well of wisdom and wonder whenever you need its refreshment. And as you get ready to land back on Earth, you see a golden yellow hue below. It seems to go on for an eternity. What is this yellow field? And as you swoop down closer, you see it's fields of corn. And you grab an ear of corn and start to nibble on its sweet juiciness as you return from your long and powerful flight. Taste the sweetness of the corn. The food of the Sabbath holiday. The holiday of Lammas. And all the little hairs that corn has. So delicious. So continue to enjoy this part of summer as we transition from the hot, bitter, fiery red into the soft, sweet Indian summer of yellow nourishment and wholesomeness. And may your own inner Aquarian energy keep you enlightened and invigorated and alive with new ideas and concepts. And we now close with a poem, and may the Aquarian energy stay with you indefinitely. You are a people person who inspires trust. For you, mental stimulation is a must. You value the truth, it's important to you, and you find excitement in all that you do. You're a wonderful listener, quite sincere, and you're known for your sympathetic ear. Very intelligent, truly humane. Your good deeds could drive lesser people insane. You're a free spirit regarded as fun, and you search for the best in everyone. When it comes to work, you do best on your own, and it's clear that you value your time alone. Your planet Uranus, your sign is air. You're idealistic and eager to share. You're friendly and kind and accepting too. You're Aquarian energy. People have faith in you. Alrighty, and so now we're going to complete the ceremony by closing the directions. You can stand again facing east. I'd like to thank the spirits of the East for blessing us with your innocence and your openness. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And turning to the South, I'd like to thank the spirits of the South for blessing us with your fire and your passion. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of the West for blessing us with your water and emotions. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of the North for blessing us with your earthliness and your wisdom. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of above for blessing us with your heavenly light. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank spirits of below for blessing us with your nurturing and your sustenance. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank spirits of the center for blessing us with the inner circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking all of the human spirits at once, the masculine, the feminine, the elder, the child, and the mixed spirits. Stay if you will, go if you must. You are always welcome. Blessed be. The circle is open, yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. Woohoo! Thank you all so much. I'd like to thank the Zodiac Poetry for all of your wonderful poems with all the different signs, as well as to the Aquarian music that you surely must recognize, plus the musicians Lakshmi Devi, Lisa Marie, Matt Brown, and of course, my bestie, Charity Miller, who has been my muse and helping me write and sing to these wonderful ceremonies. So every 2 weeks, I host either a new or full moon ceremony, and each one is different depending on the sign and phase of the moon. So the next ceremony is going to be for the new moon in Leo on August 18th. Leo's my sign. Hee hee. So if you're comfy making a donation, please post a message in the comments section of the invite and I will PM you my info. So keep the obscure uniqueness inside of you. That's the Aquarian energy. May you enjoy the food of the season as much as you desire. And may you ever be fruitful, yummy, and true to yourself in all the ways that you wish. And hope to see you all in a couple of weeks. Blessed be, and enjoy the music.